Okay.
Okay, so this is a life-size model of the world's largest poo ever found in the archaeological record in the entire world. Now, the real one's actually in the Jorvik Viking Centre, nice and safe in a glass box on display, just after the ride. This is only a model. We used to have it here, but someone dropped it when they found out what it was. Now, it's 19.5 centimetres long, so it is quite big, and it can certainly tell us what this person was eating.
Yes.
Now, first of all, it must be eating an awful lot, most of that being bread. This person was eating bread for breakfast, bread for lunch, and bread for dinner, hardly anything else. Now that indicates to us he was probably quite poor, because looking at other people's poo, we know they're eating lots of meat, we know they're eating lots of fruit and veg. This person was just eating bread. He did not have a varied diet, so he was probably quite poor. But that's not all he was eating though, he was eating eggs. But these eggs did not come from birds, so they weren't chicken, they weren't duck, goose or anything like that. These eggs did not come from fish, and they did not come from reptiles. But this person had no idea he was eating eggs. Because these eggs came from worms, and not the kind of worms that live in the soil. These worms prefer to live inside your stomach and your intestines. They are parasitic gut worms. Your average Viking having somewhere between 600 and 2,500 of these worms wriggling around inside. You can get worms if you don't wash your hands properly, and if you eat poorly cooked meat such as pork. Now, it's quite difficult to get worms nowadays, if you don't eat too much. It's always a good idea to wash your hands just in case. And once the Vikings had worms, they had them for life because they could not get rid of them. Nowadays, all you need to do is take a quick pill or medicine, and these worms die. Vikings were stuck with them for life. Okay. Now, there were three main types to worm inside this poo: tapeworm, whipworm, and moorworm. Tapeworms are the big, long, white ones that often find in household pets. And in a human being, you can put one end at that end of the table and uncoil it so it goes all the way around to the other end of the worm, that end of the table. These worms are absolutely massive. But all they do is sit in your stomach, eating your food, making you a bit hungry, giving you a bit of stomachache. That's about it. They don't want to kill you because you're the one that's keeping them alive. Moorworms, on the other hand, are not so nice. They're quite small, and they get a bit bored inside your stomach. So if they get hungry, they're going to go exploring for food. So they'll chew through your stomach until they find something that takes their fancy. That can be quite dangerous, because if they get into your lungs, you're going to have breathing problems. Get to your heart problem. If they get into your brain, it might even kill you. The first indication that Vikings had worms, so all these moorworms might pop out their belly button, pop out of their mouth, their eyes, or any part of their body. These worms really not that pleasant. Okay. And once they had them, once again, they were stuck with them for the rest of their life. And just on that lovely note, I'm going to end my talk there.